If you are struggling with life's challenges, sometimes the best movies to watch are the ones that offer a poignant reminder of the persevering spirit that we have inside of us. Some of my favourite films excel at highlighting what humanity is capable of. Jojo Rabbit unfolds against the backdrop of Nazi Germany during the later stages of World War II, in one of the darkest times in human history, which demonstrated how evil people can become. What makes this movie stand out to me isn't that it's a reminder of how evil humans can be. It's a reminder of how, in the face of all of that, we can persevere, find the capacity for love, and make a positive change for others. Jojo Rabbit provides a satirical take on the Hitler Youth movement. The protagonist, Jojo Betzler, is a 10-year-old boy with an imaginary friend, Adolf Hitler. Jojo's blind adherence to Nazi ideology forms the crux of the narrative, setting the stage for a remarkable exploration of humanity's capacity for change and growth. This develops an ideal foundation for a coming-of-age story, catalyzed by the charming and naive nature of Jojo himself. A glaring feature of this film is the absence of a father figure for Jojo. This is not only due to subtle comments from others calling his father out for being a traitor and a coward, but the presence of an imaginary Adolf Hitler popping in and out of Jojo's consciousness. In lacking a father figure, Jojo lacks guidance. The issue for Jojo is that he is living in a time and place where a toxic ideology is providing guidance to those susceptible to it. Jojo is far too young for his inheritance of this toxicity to have any negative, tangible impact on the world. So instead, he uses his youthful imagination to create this imaginary father figure. A father figure who consistently gives him bad advice on dealing with Elsa, the Jewish girl living in his house. And a father figure who is clearly a bad influence, even in some of the most comedic ways, shown by repeatedly offering Jojo cigarettes. Another striking example of the absence of a father figure for Jojo is actually his mother. Jojo's mother is desperately trying to raise her son by herself, while doing her utmost to steer him away from becoming a product of an ideology she is clearly working hard to fight against. In a film with so many heartbreaking scenes, one of the most heartbreaking of them shows Jojo's mother roleplay as her husband, after Jojo exclaims he wishes his father was here instead of her. It demonstrates how much Jojo is missing a father, while also highlighting her struggle to manage this young boy as he grows up in this world. This scene is just another example of the difficult life that Jojo is living at such a young and tender age. Jojo personifies the human capacity for resilience. Trapped in a society that demands conformity and allegiance to a toxic ideology, his journey becomes a symbol of the strength found within the individual spirit. As he discovers the truth about the world around him and confronts his own biases, Jojo undergoes a transformation that mirrors the potential for personal growth, even in the most challenging circumstances. The challenges that Jojo faces thrust this necessity for growth onto him. At a time where a boy needs so much positive guidance, there is unfortunately very little of it out there. He's like a dry sponge in a sink full of dirty water, absorbing anything he can get because that's all his environment has to offer. He's fatherless, he has lost his older sister and is soon to become motherless. The armor that is going to protect him from Nazi propaganda is now gone. Despite this, with Elsa, Jojo has one last glimmer of hope. Elsa becomes Jojo's catalyst for change. Jojo has misconceptions about the Jewish race, and has to deal with each one of them crumbling before him as he gets to know her better. Initially, Jojo agrees to keep Elsa's existence a secret to protect his mother. He reluctantly gets to know Elsa in order to learn about Jewish people. This quest for knowledge is propelled by his childish curiosity. Ironically, it's this very curiosity to find out more about how dangerous Jewish people are that leads Jojo down the path to discover that Elsa and every other Jewish person are, of course, just normal humans. Their relationship becomes mutually beneficial. Jojo is now complicit in protecting Elsa, while Elsa becomes the older sister he no longer has, but still needs. Sometimes we are in a position in life where we need a helping hand from others. What's beautiful about humanity is our willingness to help others even when it puts us at a disadvantage, or even in danger. There are a few standout virtuous acts in this film. One of these is the help Jojo's mother gives to Elsa. From knowledge of history, we know that the Nazis made aiding Jewish people during this time a very dangerous thing to do. We see this very early in the film when Jojo's mother forces Jojo to look at what happens to those who attempt to fight back against the Nazis. We see her admit to Elsa that if it comes down to it, and she has to choose between her and Jojo, her choice will be Jojo. I can't even begin to imagine what it must have been like to make the choice to help someone in that way in a time like this. It's often in our darkest times and most horrific tragedies that some people find the strength to pull together and give us hope that our species is fundamentally good. Another virtuous act that stands out is when Captain K saves Jojo's life by making the Allied soldiers believe he is Jewish. Earlier, I mentioned the absence of a father figure for Jojo. Throughout the film, we see hints that he could be this figure. He certainly is an authority figure for him. He even looks out for Jojo by throwing the Gestapo off the scent when they came knocking to search the house. This scene where he saves Jojo never fails to make me cry every time I watch it. He provides Jojo with comfort about the death of his mother. There's one subtle line here that I love when he tells Jojo his mother was a good person. He pauses for a beat and says, an actual good person. This is such a clever and necessary distinction because, for me, it highlights the bubble that they were living in, where lies were a valuable currency and corruption and propaganda were king. Moments before his death, Captain K steps out of that bubble to tell Jojo his mother was an actual good person. And then, in one heroic act, takes Jojo's uniform off him and pushes him away in apparent disgust, causing the soldiers to believe Jojo is Jewish. At the heart of Jojo Rabbit lies a powerful exploration of love and its transformative impact. The film eloquently portrays the healing power of love, transcending the boundaries of prejudice and hatred. Jojo's initial fear and mistrust of Elsa represent the indoctrination prevalent in a society. Yet, as the two characters navigate this complicated life, their connection becomes a poignant illustration of the universal nature of human emotions. Love emerges not only as a force that dismantles prejudice, but also as a source of strength that enables these two individuals to confront and overcome their own shortcomings. Jojo Rabbit also underscores the significance of friendship in these times of crisis. Jojo's relationship with his best friend, Yorkie, offers moments of genuine warmth amid the chilling backdrop of war. Their friendship is mostly free of the toxicity of their surroundings. The time it does leak in, like in the tent scene where Jojo speaks of the ways he would kill a Jewish person if he saw one, their friendship and childish ways override the severity of what they are saying. It's the honesty and innocence of their youth that make their friendship crucial in the context of the film. It's not in their nature to lie, which establishes abundant contrast to the corruption of their environment. Take this scene as an example. Jojo bumps into Yorkie, who casually informs him that he is a soldier now, despite only being 11 years old. Jojo lets Yorkie in on the secret of Elsa. Yorkie doesn't blink an eye, and actually informs Jojo that he saw some Jewish people the other day, and they seem to be just like everyone else. In a time where adults are following a lie, it takes a child and his inherent honesty to speak the truth. I think this friendship is something hopefully most of us can relate to. Sometimes friendship exists to help us forget about every external negative aspect of our lives. Friendship can be escapism and engages us with a healthy amount of obliviousness. There have been times in my life where stress has been getting the better of me, and all it took was a couple of hours with my friends to forget about it. Friendship is special, and it's something we all need in our lives. Jojo Rabbit invites us to confront uncomfortable truths while celebrating the resilience, love, and friendship that define the human experience. In a world where individuals may find themselves at a crossroads, struggling to cope with personal challenges, Jojo Rabbit stands as a beacon of inspiration, a reminder that no matter how daunting the circumstances, we as humans possess a profound capacity for growth, connection, and triumph over adversity. Watching this film becomes more than a mere cinematic experience. It becomes a journey of self-discovery as we watch a boy become a man, a good man, in a time and place doing its best to show the world how bad men can be. Jojo's resilience becomes a symbol of hope for anyone who may be struggling with their own challenges. It suggests that no matter how oppressive the circumstances, the human spirit has the innate ability to rise above adversity. The film challenges the divisive narratives that often accompany conflict, emphasizing the shared humanity that unites individuals regardless of their backgrounds. If you are struggling to cope, use Jojo Rabbit as a cinematic companion. Use it as a reminder that in the absence of someone you need, there is enough good in the world to find other people. Use it as a reminder that you and others are capable of change. Question, learn, and be curious. Use it as a reminder that there are people in your life that might need help, and you have the power inside of you to help them. And use it as a reminder that love and friendship is possible anywhere. What I love about films that cover the nature of our humanity is they provide us with a cinematic mirror, in this instance reflecting the potential in us for growth and resilience. Jojo's journey becomes a testament to the idea that even in the darkest moments, you can find the strength within you to question, learn, love, and evolve. Hang in there.